Blessed love. Blessed love. Blessed love. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. First, Michaela Hatchett. Much love, Hackett. Much love, Vicky. Much blessed. The Not So Whites. Much love. It has just begun. So you just came in at the perfect time. Tifara. I love that name. If I pronounced it well, I love that name. Welcome, y'all. Welcome to the vibes. Giving thanks for tuning in this beautiful Sunday. It's just beautiful times, blissful times, and this is going through all the hardships. You know what I mean? So blissful times through all the hardships, and we're here. We have an ability to come together, and I don't know if we realize how special it is that we're able to be here and come together and connect, because a lot of people, they do not really have the time. They do not have the ability to just be sitting here watching like a hour live stream because they got to go. You know what I mean? So we're really blessed. And just know that for us, as we're in this with our blessings, that we have to be able to watch this. Let's do right with it. You know, let's tune in. Let's put the information to action. Let's actually, do what we say we're going to do, and let's not take these things for granted. All right. Vanessa Golden, blessed love on Facebook. Medina O'Neill, sending love on Facebook. Giving thanks, y'all. Charlene Hunt, bless. IMT Anis, love. Charlie Chahal, Jamin, my brother, sending love. Mecca, Sunshine, Flint and fam. Good morning, Arian Pierre. Where you from, Arian? How we have the same last name? Where you from? You from St. Lucia, or are you from Haiti? But sending love. Alex 7555. Yolanda Davis, bless. Good morning, Yolanda. Eva Mendez, Grand Rising. Annette West, all praises. Cam, blessed love. Healing vibes to everyone. Love sent, love received. Giving thanks. Husband from Trinidad. Okay. There you go. Grand Rising. Sending love. You have a question about kombucha? We'll definitely be getting to the questions today. So as y'all know, that this live stream, this is the High Grade Healing TV live stream, and we're going to be going live with Honorable Priest Kailash, who is a legendary herbal physician out in St. Lucia, who happens to be my family, happens to be business partners, not even business, but our businesses are partnering. That's like the new flex. Not like we're business, but that our businesses come together and partner. So we'll be vibing with the Honorable today, and let's welcome Honorable Priest Kailash into the stream.
Honorable, give thanks. How's the eye?
I am Irie. I'm blessed. How are you?
Oh, I'm blessed. Give thanks for life, man.
Give thanks. I'm so excited to be walking down that hill.
Oh, soon, man.
Soon. Give thanks. Give thanks, y'all. So they've been active. The comments are going off. Giving thanks for everyone being active and engaged, just rising. We're going to be taking questions. We're going to be doing live call-in. So come ready with your questions. And just send love. Bless, Priest. What's going on? How you feeling this rising?
Well, I'm blessed. I have been up from probably about the 3 o'clock this morning. So basically, we're just completing some works in the morning, and I resumed some works on the pyramid. So I was just walking towards the pyramid there. Yeah. He's doing some work there. So we're just working on that one there.
Could you show us one more time this pyramid up on the mountain? Wow. That's legendary. Soon come. Come visit.
The eye will be there very soon.
Yes. So everyone, I'm going to be out in St. Lucia in under 1 week. I'll be there next week. So next time we'll be doing this live together. The High Grade Healers will be live together. I'll be out there in St. Lucia.
Like really live then?
really live, like live and direct.
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
Give thanks. So it's been a blessed day. So Priest, I was going through our archives, and for those of y'all who don't know, we run a retreat in St. Lucia called the Journey Beyond Wellness Retreat. And this retreat is right in those mountains that the Honorable Priest is in right now. We host it's a beautiful, legendary retreat focused on really embodying your power, learning how to retreat yourself, love yourself, and put yourself first so you could bring out the greatness in your life. And we do the herbal healing, we do herbal tours, you go and you actually learn about the herbs. So instead of just buying it from the store or from our website, you actually get to go see it and learn about it live and direct. We do meditation and yoga classes, we do movement classes, we do excursions. So a lot of epic stuff out there, but we also just have like reasoning sessions where we're just vibing and we're just talking. And this one, I'm gonna show them a clip of we'll see if you remember this clip. It was a powerful moment. But show a clip of out in St. Lucia. It was after one of our music sessions, and you were just teaching us a lot about healing, how the healing is instant, and to choose love. And it's just one of those powerful clips. I'm gonna pause this here, and I'm gonna put on live stream or this video so y'all can go watch that. So 1 second. It was getting loud there too, anyways. Bless y'all. This is like one of the most powerful videos I've ever seen in my life. One second. Boom.
Power. So that power is in you. The only reason why
Bless. So they're saying no sound. But as soon as I full screened it, no sound. So I'm gonna pull it back a little bit. I'm gonna bring it back a little bit, and then we'll go again.
take away that power because your vibration changes it. Mm-hmm. Have to take away that power because you've not learned love. Mm-hmm. You understand? That's why you imagine you had the power of lightning. Okay, and you could call lightning to strike. And Akim is your good friend, but Akim got you vexed today and you're upset. That's not Akim, man. Akim is gone. No? Seriously, you have to be able to control your temper, your senses, no matter what. Mm-hmm. You not control yourself, so keep your power. It's like you have a loaded gun in your power with love. Yeah, power with love. Mm-hmm. So even if the person is behaving ignorantly, you know that you're aware, you still calm, and you know you would just like the name of fun the name of, make him disappear. Mm-hmm. But you still calm.
1 second.
So we have all that power inside of us.
Bless. So we'll put that on for now, and then we'll play the other part after. Bless, Priest.
Bless. Well, I was saying like it's like I had the same robe.
Yeah. That's funny. You're probably the only one that noticed that one.
Yeah, and then probably if I had really just gone with the color of the day, I'd have had the same red turban also. But anyway, give thanks, man.
Give thanks. Give thanks. So that was powerful, powerful. Because a lot of what I got from it is like we have the power, but the fact that we don't learn love and we don't choose love, we don't have access to that power. And then that makes love into something very different than how we thought of it before. Because we used to think about love, or we can think about love as love is something we do because it's something good. Like we show love because it's a good thing to do. I'm just gonna love because it's good. I want to be a good person, so that's why I show love. But when it's like this, it's like I show love because that's how I get my power. That's how I tap into my greatness. So then when you're looking at love, it's so much more than just this virtuous thing that we do. It's something that we tap into and we bring forward if we want to bring greatness forward in our life. If we want to manifest that greatness, it's love. It's love. And I feel that's a very powerful thing, because it's not like sometimes when I say love, you know, it's like kind of corny. Oh, that's corny, man. Why are you being cheesy? Like, you know, it's like corny, cheesy. But if I were to be like, yo, this love is actually going to get you what you want in this world. It's going to help you live the life that you want to live. It's going to help you bring forward the best out of yourself and also out of others. Then what are you going to call about love? You know, it's a different vibe, because the way we have it now is we think we got to be rude and scamming and scheming on people in order to manifest greatness in our life. We think that's what we got to do. I'm gonna try to trick you because there's not enough energy out there. There's not enough resources out there. So I'm going to trick you into giving me what you have, instead of me tapping into that love and letting my greatness and my power come up. And then it's abundant, and then it's infinite. And then, as Pri says, it becomes instant. So I'm just going to go to this last section of the screen share, and then we'll just play that last part.
You choose to waste time and see. At the end of the day, just go. So the healing is
wrong one.
And the reason why it's not manifested is because of our lack of self-love, right? And then the love for others and self-control. So when you begin to love yourself, what you develop is self-control. Because you can control yourself. So you love yourself, you're controlling yourself to the extent that you could make any. I did that over in 3 days, not 3 whole days, you know. Mm-hmm. Come, I do 2 hours today. How many hours do you remember? It was me and the prophet there. We do about 3 hours today, do 3 hours tomorrow. Because I'm busy, you know. I have to come and do 3 hours there. This took probably about 8 hours. That took about what? Another 8 hours. Yeah, so that's about 2 days of work. That's like a miracle, you know. Just because you focused and you could see exactly what you want to do, you could see. At the end of the day, just go. So the healing is instant. Is you choose to waste time and prolong healing. It's an instant thing. So as soon as you receive and you fully understand that, look, then you don't have to waste time inside. The time to be happy is now, and the place to be happy is here. And the way to be happy is to make someone happy, and you have a little Zion down there, what they call heaven. Mm-hmm. Right? Make someone happy. You understand? It's somebody you heard. Somebody you have strength. You understand? Mm-hmm. Simple, man.
Powerful. Powerful. The healing is instant. Your video is muted. Is it loud?
I had it muted. Yeah, I was just listening to that person. I think that who's that man speaking there? I need to meet that man there, man.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's out there in St. Lucia.
Oh, I'll have to search him out.
You know, that's what happened, though. That's what happened when I first saw your videos. I'm like, I'm gonna search him out. I'm gonna go search him. You know.
Mm.
Hmm. But a lot of people right now in the comments, a lot of confirmations for people. Give it thanks. We will get to the questions too. We just want to touch on this one a little bit. You want to go in on a little bit more on that. The healing is instant, and how the love unlocks that power.
Well, I was there was a client that we had there. I was just reasoning with her. I came on a client who came in, and I was reasoning with her on on the Sabbath. So I asked her. Well, she was just telling me, a beautiful sister. She's like, she has a wonderful heart, very good heart, but um, it's just that when I was questioning her about what is happening with her, she was saying, well, this person did this and that person did that, and that person should have done that, and that is what they should be doing as this or doing as that. So I told her, well, and she said that she is angry at the person, so I was telling her, well, that she just loves to be angry. That's why she's angry, not because the person is making her angry. She loves being angry. Said, no, Prince, I don't like to be angry, Prince. I don't like to be angry. I said, I never said that you like to be angry. I said that you love to be angry, you know. Then she said, I don't love to be angry, Prince. I told her, well, people, first and foremost, people don't do what they don't love. People do what they love. You understand? So even if that you are depressed, you are stressed out, and then you are angry because you love it. And it makes you feel good. It makes a part of you feel good. You are sad, you have regret because you love the sensation, because nobody does nothing that they don't like. You do things that give you a thrill that makes you feel good in yourself. So when you come to that realization that whatever reality that you are living, is the reality that you love living, man. So it is instant when you realize that, okay, well, I am doing this because I love it. Then you just stop loving it, man. You just stop. So I say, so what do you want on the other side of the equal sign? So if you want happiness on the other side of the equal sign, right? And you know that you are the constant. If you are the constant, so that is you, which is constant, that cannot change because you are always part of that equation. Plus your life experiences, plus your reaction, which is like an unknown, equals happiness. Right now, you cannot change your trauma. You cannot change who you are. The only variable that is there on the left side of the equation is your reaction to your trauma. Right? So if it is that whenever you think of your trauma, you get sad and upset, what's going to be on the other side of the equal sign? Anger. Right? If it is that when you think of your trauma, you are happy and you say, oh, give thanks. I have been through this. I give thanks for this opportunity. I am here. Then that variable, you've made it happiness and gratitude. So on the other side of the equal sign is happiness and gratitude. So it might seem simple, but it is really that simple. So if it is that your desired outcome is happiness, there is a way of living, a way of thinking, a way of reacting that's going to bring forward that outcome. But if it is that your outcome is sadness, crying, and all them different type of things there, then that is what the outcome is going to be bringing you. Right? So at the end of the day, when one then realize, or real truth, not realize, right? Get the real truths to understand that the decision about the outcome of the life lies in their hand, then that healing is instant. You immediately decide that I'm gonna be happy. So what does it take for me to be happy? Well, whenever I reflect upon my trauma, I must do it in a spirit of happiness and love. Okay, that's it then. End of story. Right? So it's just you. Because most times people perpetuate things and they project it upon other people, but it's just them. It's what they like. So if you like pain and suffering, that's what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be in pain and you're going to be in suffering all the time. So you have to despise that state. You have to hate that state. You have to love the state of overall wellness and feeling good. You understand? You say, yeah, priest boy, I feel good today, priest man. Give thanks for life. So and that's it. So sometimes, as I was expressing to the sister, there were times in the past that I would spend like hours reasoning with people and take them through the trauma, and then they reveal everything, then they cry, and then afterwards, boom, they get better, and that's it. Right? But we don't have to go through that whole dramatic and traumatic experience. It's all examples, and the fundamental principle is that upon reflection of your life experience, demonstrate gratitude, because number one, you cannot change it. You cannot change it. All the only thing that you can change is your reaction to these experiences, right? And since you are the one that can change these reactions, then you are the person that would be responsible for creating that reality for yourself. And that is so, so, so important. When as a people we get to realize that, then that's it, man. The healing is instant, man. And you're good one time, man. So I was by the pyramid on Friday, and I got like this cut on my hands. All right. I was sawing a piece of wood, and I just came up by Mr. Jack the carpenter and said, let me give Mr. Jack let me spend the time with Mr. Jack, and do some vibes, because I still have to be calculating the angles and them type of things there. Right. So then I was cutting the wood, and there was like a headless nail on the end of the hood. I saw it, initially, but when I was at an angle,
Bless. Looks like he's cut out. Is for people watching?
I was getting a call.
Okay. Looks like
I would say
bless.
that because my concentration actually slipped, right? While I was cutting the hood, the saw almost went completely through the hood. You heard me nice and good? I was getting a call there, man. So when it was almost going through the hood, I just slammed my hand on the edge just to break it, not remembering that there was that headless nail there, and it just went right through my hand, and then like the Friday it was stiff, and but now I can move it. I'm good, right? But so she said, well, priest, but so are you going to remember that trauma of cutting your hands and be happy about it? I said, what am I going to do? Every time I think about it, I'm gonna cry. Right? I am not gonna cry about it. If I want it, my objective is for this thing that to heal by Monday, Right? So I'm not gonna cry about that because I have things to do. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to embrace my little cut. The nail punch in my hand. I say, what? Boy, I know what Jesus went through, man. To get a nail pierced through his hands. For those people who believe in Jesus, right? I say, boy, I know what Jesus go through when he was crucified. A nail actually went through his hands. Wow. So I say, wow, I must be a Christ figure, man. Okay, all right, give thanks. Well, I went through something symbolic there. My own little crucifixion, and I say, wow, and it was Friday again. I say, oh, man, give thanks, man. So then it is for you now to, in your experiences, to equate it to greatness, right? To a profound sense of gratitude, right? So no matter what the experience is, man, there is a perspective that you could look at it that could actually bring you a sense of calm, a sense of love and peace. But if you love feeling miserable, then you're gonna choose to be miserable, right? If you love to feel happy, then you're gonna choose to be happy. So it is important that we have that higher understanding of our choices and just focus on the things that we can change, and change them. You understand, my lord? Achoo.
Yes, there we are.
Yeah.
The video's there. Give
Mm.
thanks. Yeah, it's so powerful, and just from my own experience, I can say that I sometimes I feel that like that addiction to that thing that brings me that traumatic that like the trauma, like there's that little bit of a thing that makes me feel like comfort there that I had to find within myself and let go and release because it's not serving me anymore. And it's like it goes deep into like just finding our purpose. Yeah, let's ask this: how does our purpose come into the whole equation?
Well, your purpose is what you decide for your purpose to be. It's not like as if you're born with a purpose.
Hmm.
You understand? It's not everyone is like, there are some people, right, who creator and creation don't really give them an option. There are people like that man, your purpose is too important. That's it, brethren. I'm gonna creator and creation going to just throw you over there and throw you over there, and the wind will blow and force you to take a left turn, and then until you get it, and then you start to follow your intuition. But there is nothing like as if you're born with a purpose. You have to decide what your purpose is gonna be.
Hmm.
So I asked a sister again. I'm gonna use that again. I asked a sister I was reasoning with. What is it that you want to accomplish? What is it that you want to do with your life? Well, she said, well, she wants to have a career, and and be employed, and you know. So I said, then, well, if that's your purpose, then that's not difficult to achieve. To get a career, and everybody can get a career. But if your purpose is to get, you could have two purposes. You could have your one purpose could be to be an employer, and one could be to be an employee. So if it is that you are a nurse, then your purpose could be to revolutionize the whole healthcare system around nursing, to be able to provide that level of care as a nurse that has never been done before. Or you could just choose to have a career. So the greater your purpose, the greater the engagement that you need, the greater the effort you have to put, the more time you have to invest.
Hmm.
So it is for us to decide what we want our purpose to be. It's not like as if you just have that purpose and that's it, and that's what your purpose is supposed to be. No. We are gods and goddesses, you know, goddesses and gods. That means that you have a free will. You can choose. You could choose to be good or you could choose to be evil, man. Right? So you could choose to do what it is that you're supposed to do, or you could choose not to do it. It's your choice. You understand? So the same way that you could read about this great man that used to do this, and then you could say, boy, I read about that great man from ancient time that used to do them things. I'm gonna be that great man. And you make that your purpose.
Hmm.
You understand? So it's not about, I don't believe that there is a definite purpose for people. Your purpose is basically what you decide to make it. You have to be the one to decide what you want your purpose to be.
Yeah, I think that's powerful because it brings the power to us, where we have the ability to make the choice, and we at the end we have the control. And I'm a big fan of anything where I don't give my power away, or I don't give the responsibility or the accountability to someone or something else. So when we say it's a purpose is our choice, and I love choice, you choose, that means you are the one who's being held accountable and responsible. then that makes it us and our power. And whether it goes the way we wanted it to or not, then we should look at it and we should just look at for ourselves, like, why did it go this way? What can I do different next time? And then just make those adjustments. But yeah, I think that's powerful. Giving thanks. So a couple things. One, the side note as people are in the comments, we have people asking about the free up. We restocked the free up right now. I remember y'all asked me yesterday, like when the lives come on, could you restock? So we restocked the free up. We restocked soursop. We restocked the sea moss powder, and we restocked St. John's Bush. So we have those four just restocked. So y'all can go make that purchase right after this, so y'all could tune in. So we got that. I listen to y'all. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. They vibe with us. They're here. So we're going to restock during that time. So for those of y'all asking about that, that's that. Peace, love, want to study. We'll be having those opportunities to come up and study very soon. Very, very soon. And yeah, the song is epic. The time to be happy is now. That's like the theme song of the retreat. Give thanks. When the priest comes back in, his video is off right now. We'll ask some of these questions that are in the chat. And this isn't going to be the longest call. We're going to be ending this one pretty soon, because later on today it's going to be at 7 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. So that means 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be going live on Honorable Priest Kailash's
Yes, I.
Food of Seven.
I'm not hearing you, fire.
Not hearing?
I'm not hearing you, Honorable.
It's okay. It's okay.
Back on the front. I just figured out how to do the camera switching stuff there.
You hear me now?
It's just getting adapted to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not hearing the eye.
Okay. One second. So we're going to be going live on Honorable Priest Kailash's YouTube channel, and that's going to be talking about kind of like our project and all that we're doing out in St. Lucia. We're going to give some insights into building up a nation and the work that we've been doing out in St. Lucia, as we have been doing a decent amount out there, and I'll be going out there next week to actually see it. So exciting times, but that's going to be later on today at 7 p.m. So y'all can tune into that. And then I'm going to drop the link in here. So if any of y'all want to come on, we're definitely going to prioritize if you want to get your question answered, we're going to prioritize the videos. So those videos are the ones that are going to be definitely get your questions answered. Otherwise, we will just answer as the things come on. So bless. We're going to do a couple more questions, and then y'all can catch us live later on today. And Empress Dora, I don't know if she's still watching, but she's going to be in here doing a meditation. So y'all are going to be able to tap into epic, lovely, rhythmic, beautiful meditations from her. Just really amazing. So give thanks. We'll be doing that later on today. So is the answer gratitude? I think we got that answer. You hear me?
Well said. I'm not hearing the eye, fire.
Still no?
I'm trying to read lips, but I can't pick it up that good there.
I'm gonna kick you.
I can't hear you.
Kick. God, let's get him to come back in. I'm pretty sure I dropped that in. Is the answer gratitude? I wish he was here to listen. Give thanks. Give thanks for the Father. Give thanks for even having someone to want to share that with, and having that energy and that spirit there. It's a beautiful, because that's like the spirit coming into you and wanting to tune in. So that's inside you. So give thanks. Emotional detox is real. Give thanks. Boom. Bless, you hear me? No way.
Yeah, bless.
You hear me?
I can hear you, but like that same kind of robotical kind of way. How it is that ring.
Is better?
It's just raining there, a bit, so I'm just there under the bush.
The original umbrella.
I can hear you a bit better. I'm gonna show you a beautiful view.
Okay.
That is from up by the pyramid, man. So that's like,
Oh,
yeah, man.
give thanks.
Beautiful vibration.
Yeah, beautiful.
Rastafari, give thanks.
Love, give thanks.
You could see a rainbow forming, right? You just look at the base of the camera. There's a rainbow that's just forming right there, man. So, anyway, I'll put it back on the real rainbow.
Yeah, the full spectrum
There
view.
you go, the real rainbow.
That should be your Instagram profile picture amongst the leaves, selfie.
Like you're still breaking up here. It's still breaking up.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna mute you.
All right.
A little bit.
Yeah, better, man. Yeah.
We're gonna put questions on the screen for you, and
Okay.
then we'll answer some questions. So this is that the book? Yes, this is the book. So you've been tuned in. You've been tapped in. Give thanks. There was a question here about kombucha. Let me see if I can find this kombucha. What are your thoughts on kombucha, though, Chris?
Well, I mean, there are indigenous herbs to indigenous regions.
Mm-hmm.
Since I was reincarnated in Saint Lucia, the majority of the herbs I use is from where I reincarnated from. I don't really I like utilizing the herbs that's in my direct vicinity.
Mm-hmm.
So if it is that it works good for people, I mean, go ahead. I mean, you would have to know.
No, kombucha, the fermented.
What's that?
The fermented drink. Kombucha. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm saying, I mean, whatever it is that I've never done kombucha, I say if whatever works for you as a person, if it works for you, whatever it is that's indigenous to you and it works for you.
Yeah.
What do we do as fermented drinks on the whole? I mean, what we use like what they call the I have a big glass jar of it just fermenting right now, the jamun. What they call it ribena in Jamaica. That I ferment that, so it's good for probiotics. What I'm drinking right now is like a fermented ginger and lime. You understand? So I mean, healing is relative to you and your culture, man. There is not like one way that is thing and whatever. I if I don't know of something, I have not experienced it, and I'm not like a man that is going to experiment on everything. I just do what I know that is good, and I just stick to what I know that is good. So if the kombucha actually works for you, man, what can I say?
Well, I think the fermented drinks, because I feel like there's the people who say fermentation is not alkaline and therefore not to drink it. But is kombucha similar to like a lime, or not? Sorry, kombucha, but is fermentation and the product of fermentation, is that similar to like a lime where it's acidic, but once it interacts with your physical, it becomes alkaline?
Well, I mean, the fermentation process is a natural process. I mean, you eat fruits. There are fruits. Okay, like it's been raining a lot lately in Saint Lucia, so the guavas had a lot of water. So even if you harvest a guava from the tree, it will taste fermented. You understand? A really ripened fruit would be fermented to an extent. A banana would be fermented. I mean, even if you have berries, right, and the berries are extremely ripe, fermentation is basically what you call anaerobic respiration. Where you have alcohol being created. It's just the creation of alcohol. You understand? So that's what it is. It's anaerobic respiration by bacterial or microorganisms, and break sugar, and the byproduct is carbon dioxide and acid. You understand? That's it. So a fermented drink will have a fizzy taste because it has the carbon dioxide, right? And also it will have a certain level of alcohol. Why? Because that's a breakdown product that the bacteria actually creates. So ferment like we now as Rastafari, our roots drink like the important male tonic. It is made from a fermentation process. So you could take the roots, let's say, of the gully root, and then you could the anamu, right? And you could pound it with some ginger and boil it down and Add some ginger, and you put it in a dark bottle and you put it on the side and you leave it there. After 21 days, you utilize it. That's a fermentation process. So at the end of the day, I don't see that as if that is something that is alkaline or acid or whatever. An alcoholic drink, the COOH, right?
Hmm.
That's what you would call the alcohol group in
Yeah.
in organic chemistry, COOH, right? So by right, if it passes a certain stage, it gets into what you call vinegar, so it becomes very acid, right? Now, it does not necessarily mean that it's bad for you. It is for you to know what quantity or whatever it is that you are using, man. Roots drink is something that we've been doing for an eternity, man.
Hmm.
Understand? So just like a tincture, if you say, well, a fermentation is bad, then you shouldn't be using no tinctures then.
Hmm.
You get? Because the fermentation is the ultimate form of creating a tincture, right? So if it is that you are against you say, boy, fermentation is acid, then you're telling me a tincture is acid.
Hmm.
Because it's an alcoholic or an ethanoic extract. The same way, it's the same alcohol, the OH group, and the same acid, the COOH. Alcohol is OH and the acid is COOH. Right? So that's it. So you would have, when the carbon dioxide passes through the liquid, you're going to have a certain amount of acid being formed. So you're going to have what you call like a vinegar kind of substance stay behind, if it is that it stays there for a prolonged period of time. Right? So I'm just looking at some sorrel from my viewpoint. We
Hmm.
just normally just boil sorrel with ginger and spice and cover it and put it in a dark corner, right? A month or so before Hogmas growing up, and then that would be your wine for the Christmas.
Hmm.
So if I have to drink a wine, I rather drink that wine before any other wine. You understand? I rather take some gully root and put it to soak in some water and something, and do that. So there are benefits that you get from these herbs, and there are herbs that you could only utilize fermented. Like nuni. You know, and then as I said, the root drinks are normally boiled, right, and left to sit, right, for 21 days, just so that the alcohol that is created in the natural fermentation process could actually extract the phytochemicals from the roots. All right, so I don't believe in them type of things there.
Hmm.
I don't know that things there. As I say, many people talk about alkaline and acid, but they don't even they
We'll have another episode. We could talk. We can go in on that. Here's a question.
yes.
When
When can we buy the steam chalice? When you send the money.
no, is this the steam chalice? Is it on the way?
Well, I have chalice available. I have both steam chalice and the other chalice. It's just that, yeah. So let them pre-order from you, man, because we don't want to just send chalice is like a divine thing. That's
Hmm.
something that people have to pre-order and wait.
Yeah. Okay.
Pre-order, send it your name, your thing, and everything. Pre-order it and send it. I have, because I have a set of chalice here that we're going to be sending up with the other shipment,
Hmm.
because your order did not fulfill for the last shipment that was last week. So I will be sending up 50 chalices, and in that I will just probably send up. Let the people that want the steam chalice
Yeah.
pre-order the steam chalice. The other chalice I will send that up.
Yeah.
You'll get about a 50 or 60 of these next week, right?
Okay.
But the steam chalice, let them pre-order the steam chalice. When the people that want it, order it, and then I will actually send that up for them.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Give thanks. Give
Mhm.
thanks. So, is there question from Vonda? Are there any root tinctures that alleviate pain from arthritis?
The same gully root tincture, man. Gully root, and we have a tincture called Circle Early. That's very good. Even the answer, you could use that. The icon, you could use that. But you could just massage the joints with cayenne pepper powder and castor oil, the black castor oil. And also, what you have to do is you have to cut down on the amount of protein, because arthritis is basically inflammation of the joints, and it's because you have crystallization of uric acid in the joints that actually eats up the cartilage that causes that inflammatory reaction. So
Hmm.
you have to literally change your whole diet. It's all inflammation. inflames.
Inflamed.
So herbs like stinging nettle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's awesome. Stinging nettle.
Give thanks. And what about herbs or food for dizziness or nausea?
Well, most times people with dizziness and nausea, people with iron deficiency. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so you look at red raspberry, right? Ginger, okay, marijuana, you know, vervine, stinging nettle. All these things, they are very iron rich herbs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. So it's anemia.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Give thanks. And the question,
Rastafari.
this one, what is gully root good for?
Gully is the same animal.
It's like gully root is the good for almost everything.
Not
Right.
almost everything. It's one of the few cure for all plants.
There you go.
Cure for all. Like
Mm-hmm.
anything, man. You have a headache, you could just pong it, rest it over your forehead. You know, anything. Prostate cancer, you know, excellent, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Give thanks.
Rastafari.
Love a lot of questions. How's your time looking?
Go ahead, man. I'm just there with you for the time.
Okay. Bless. Linda got hers. This one. Herbs for ADHD or against ADHD and natural stimulants.
Vervine. You know, and it's a diet, man. You have to cut off all the synthetic sugars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you have to do it like a heavy metal cleanse. You know, so based upon the age of the person, they definitely have to do a heavy metal cleanse.
Mm-hmm.
Cleanse out yourself of all heavy metals because most of the conditions that our young people have, basically they just stem from heavy metals in the brains of the children, man. So like aluminum pots and stainless and all these non-stick frying pans and tooth fillings and vaccines and you know, so we have to feed our children properly. You know, parents have to just stop paying rent.
Mm-hmm.
You know the parent, all they do is pay rent.
Mm-hmm.
Payrent. I don't know
Yeah.
if you all get it. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
All right. So some people only pay the rent. They not really pay being a parent. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So when you are a parent, that means that you have that full understanding that you are responsible for the welfare of your child. So what you're going to be doing is that you're going to take a time to cook for your child. You're not going to wait for McDonald's or kill fast chicken, KFC to actually cook for your children. You know, or Burger King. You know, you're going to take a time out to cook for your own child. You know, so when it is that people become so in tune with what they are doing when it comes to show that love for themselves and for their children, I mean, enough of these things there would actually be vanquished. Because most times they say a child have attention deficit disorder or they are hyperactive, right? These children they are the same brilliant children. They just all you have to do just to keep them stimulated and keep them motivated. You understand? So, but you could use vervine and you could use the ganja. You know, the ganja does actually slow down certain processes. You
Mm-hmm.
know, yeah. So that's good.
And this is something that we have coming up soon.
Well, I mean, we have the male package. We always recommend the full male package.
Mm-hmm.
You know, erectile dysfunction is basically it comes from a lack of self confidence. A lot of men they just don't have self confidence. So, and Marcus Garvey says, without confidence, you defeated even before you start the race of life. You know, so if it is that you don't feel like you're going to perform, then you're not going to perform. You know, so it's just that state of being confident in your own abilities as a man would help you to actually just be able to perform. You understand? So,
So important.
huh?
That's so important.
Very important. Very
Mm-hmm.
important because there's no way a dog could be chasing you and you'd see a naked woman and you'll stop and look. You'll be still running for your life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if a man pull a gun on you and is firing, pa, 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 and you understand? Or you see a volcano is erupting, you know, and then the hot lava is coming down on you and you see a naked woman, you're going to stay there? No. Right? So when you are in a stressed reaction, there is no way you could have an erection. Right? And that is why it is important to be at ease. You know, so just calm and peaceful. You know, that's the most important thing. And then, you know, we have the Afro, we have the C, we have the important male tonic, the prosperity. All these things are things that could help erectile dysfunction. Not help it, you know, fight it.
Fight it.
Yep.
It's key. Essential. You have a trivia question? You have a question? Let's do a giveaway. If you have a question that you want someone in the chat to answer, whether it's from this, let's do this live.
A question?
Yeah.
Well, I could ask a question. What I mean, we spoke of. All right. I need to know one herb that can be utilized to help to stimulate uterine contraction. And this is something that we have discussed before about herbs.
Mhm.
Herbs used to actually stimulate uterine contraction. That helps you to actually make the womb of the woman contract.
Boom. So the answer to that will
No,
get.
that's well. Red raspberry does not make the uterine contract. Red raspberry does more because like it to get more. It's more like it tightens the womb area. Stinging nettle no, cinnamon no, raspberry no, gully root no, cerasee. I think island butterfly has it.
That's the one.
Yeah, cerasee bush. Yeah, cerasee bush. Yeah.
So
You, well, the more potent one would be the St. John's bush. That would be the right answer,
mhm.
right? But the cerasee bush is actually does make your uterine walls contract also. You understand? But the most potent of all would be the St. John's bush. You know, the St. John's bush. Also, parsley is also, you know, parsley.
Mhm.
You know, yeah. So you don't take too much parsley. Or St. John's bush is a no-no when you're pregnant. You
Mhm.
understand? Because it's an abortificant, right? Or an emmenagogue. You know, so
Mhm. So we got Cam. Cam won it. So that was the first one. She answered the St. John's Bush first. So Cam, you will get the gift. So we'll do a St. John's Bush and the CMOS for this one. And Cam, you said you texted me, but I didn't get the text. I put the number in there again. So send a text or email support at akeempierre.com.
oh
And we'll,
yeah, come got it.
Cam got it. Yeah, she was up there. She
Okay, right.
put it in there.
Okay, yeah, okay, Cam. Sorry about that, Cam.
Yeah, Cam don't play.
I see. I gave island butterfly a false win there. That's like the coronavirus, man. False positive. Sorry about
Honestly, it's a great time. I want to give thanks to all of y'all who are tuning in.
that. You know, like in Australia, right? The Australia is some independent newspaper. Well, I mean, just go online, you'll just see. Well, Australia. Just if you go online and you type Australia stopped vaccine development because of HIV false positive. These
Mhm,
fellas are some crooks, you know. You know what they did? They created the antigen, the protein molecule they created. They added a protein from the HIV molecule to it, right? And then what happened is that so what they were injecting in the people is an HIV protein. So then the body now created antibodies to the HIV protein. So because the HIV test is like a test for antibodies, everyone who actually took that test for HIV was coming up positive with HIV. You understand? So all the people who actually took that type of vaccine, which is like some kind of combinant kind of technique that they were using for Australia, 90 something percent of the people who took the vaccine were like HIV positive, and they said like it is false positive. See how convenient. So
Yeah.
if it was that they were COVID positive, they'll say, "Oh, you have the COVID, you have coronavirus," but because after giving them the vaccine, they were HIV positive, brethren. You check what I'm telling you. So you have to check yourself in them kind of judgment thing in this world, because at the end of the day, I mean, because they tell you it's a false positive, you believe them. But you took an HIV test and they told you you have HIV. So they'll just say, "No, man, you don't really have HIV," and boop, that's it, and it's done. Come on, man. Something is wrong. So it's just important that we just understand the full science of everything, and just let everything manifest to the fullness.
Mm-hmm.
Rastafari.
Love, give thanks. Just the one last thing we'll touch on. The last one. The resting, sleeping.
But since I tell you I have the master thing in the restful.
Mm-hmm.
I never seen any restful for you.
Only for me. You gave me a couple samples.
And what happened? You never took it?
No, I took it. Believe me, I took it.
The restful works, man.
Mm-hmm. Let's launch the tea bags in next month in early 2021. We'll launch the tea bags.
Yeah, the restful works, man. It's just the restful, it works.
And that's blue vervain,
soursop, rosemary, hemp seed, hemp roots, hemp bark, hemp flowers, and some other stuff I can't remember right now.
Mm-hmm. Give thanks. And also with the sleep, it's important to like have a little like a routine before you go to bed.
Yeah, well, we don't sleep.
No resting.
You rest. Sleep is the brother of death, man.
Mm-hmm. So have a little routine. Like, don't just go from watching this epic movie to trying to go to bed. Do some journaling, do some meditation, some prayers, some blessings, and just take a time for some breathing.
You're definitely gonna have some nightmares if you do that, man.
Mm-hmm. So just give yourself that time. And the blue vervain, soursop, potent, you can get those right now. But yes, y'all, can you provide a sleep?
Oh, just the soursop leaf, man.
What about for pregnant women?
The soursop leaf alone would work.
For the soursop for pregnant women?
For anybody.
Okay, bless.
Anyone that can't rest. That's just the soursop leaf alone is a sedative.
Mm-hmm.
That alone will work.
Yeah. Bless. Yeah, alone that's a potent one. It's epic. Bless. All right, priest, give thanks. Give thanks for joining.
Yes, Rastafari.
See you soon. Next episode will be out there.
Nah, man, I'll be seeing you tonight. Remember, you have a live tonight, man.
Oh yeah, you see, y'all. So tonight it's gonna be at 6 p.m. Eastern time, 3 p.m. Pacific time. We're gonna be going live. So
7 o'clock my time, St. Lucia time.
7 o'clock St. Lucia time. It's gonna be going live tonight. Honorable Empress Dora is gonna be doing self-love meditation, bringing us into the vibes. Then we're just gonna be going on into the works and the nation and the vibes that we've been building out there in St. Lucia. So tune in for those vibes and definitely see y'all soon.
Yeah, and also remember, that we're supposed to be working on an avenue whereby people could contribute to the growth of the works. Because it could either be a do or do we.
Mm-hmm.
And then, as we've been discussing, because the work that we are doing is not a work that's only beneficial to us. Okay, all these questions that we are answering is basically, and I've done that for over a decade, man. Probably about what, 17, 18, 19, about 20 years. I entered medical school at the age of what? I left medical school probably at the age of 25, 24, 25, and that's what I've been doing all the time. So at the end of the day, when it comes to night, television programs and YouTube's videos and all these things are avenues that we have utilized to give away information for free. So sometimes people make it look like as if it's a pre-Kailash work. So then the opportunity have to be given whereby people could contribute, meaning that you could come into St. Lucia, and if you have a talent, you could come and invest that talent, right? Or as we are building the school, and if you have 100,000 people, and if person give $10, how much money is that? That's $1 million, man.
$1 million. Whoa.
Okay, right. So it's easy, man, when we do it together. So the work is a lot of work because as we have to remember, the ultimate goal is to create a wellness space whereby people don't have to, not everybody have to pay. You understand? Because it's not that everyone have to pay just to stay alive. You understand? So at the end of the day, and I know that you will tell the people how you're going to organize it, create that avenue that people could contribute towards the work. Literally give towards it, and help it to become what it's supposed to become, because it is not a pre-Kailash work or an Akim work. It is a work that everyone's supposed to be contributing in. And if you're not a contributor, then you know what you become. It's a symbiotic relationship,
Right.
So contribute. Buy the books, because as even in the building of the center, all the sales of the books actually goes towards the building of the school.
Yeah.
So everyone in the chat supposed to own a book. You don't have to just be there just because you want to ask a question. You could buy a book. So if it is that you don't want to give money or like contribute and you don't receive anything, just buy a book. So if we sell enough books, we could just do the work. So it is you now patronizing, you spending your money, you investing your money in yourself, gives us that opportunity to actually help to create that basic reality, right? Whereby you the one who's going to be coming and sitting in and full joy in the moments and becoming a better person, right? So the majority of the things, the herbs that you see on the website, every time a packet of herb is sold, right, the bulk of that finances goes back into building up the school and building up the area to ensure that we have a space whereby we could come in and we could vibrate on a high frequency. So let's just understand that and let's work as a unit to actually make it happen. Honorable.
Love. Give thanks. Bless.
Love.
Love. Bless, y'all. So you can get the book from www.akimpierre.com, the herbal manual. That's like the book when I was out there in St. Lucia. When I bought it there, I did buy it. He made sure I invested in the book because he said it's very important that I invest in the knowledge he's like, I could give it to you for free, but I want you to invest in the knowledge because you're investing in yourself. So I invested in the book, and that's really opened my eyes to just different levels of healing. Like we read in the last episode, you can go to the last episode, and I started the episode reading excerpts from the book, and it just shows how potent this healing is. And it's just so much more than about the herbs, because you may just want a book where you can say like, oh, this herb does this herb does that, this herb does that, but then it's not taking into account your physical structure. It's not taking into account your mind and your thoughts. So I think that's very important. I'm just putting the book link is in the chat, so you can go get it from there. But yes, y'all, giving thanks. What he was talking about is very important because this work is really for more than just us. Like since I started the business, I haven't really upgraded my lifestyle too much. You know what I mean? I haven't really changed my lifestyle. I still live basically the exact same, other than changing, I need to actually have a car now because I actually need to move things from here to there and certain things like that. Otherwise, I haven't upgraded my lifestyle because everything is being reinvested back into the business. Everything is being reinvested back so we could produce and create this facility. And once y'all see the facility that we're creating, y'all will understand a little bit more, but it's legendary. It's so legendary. And how we've done it up until now is y'all could just purchase the products. The book, 100% proceeds go to the building. Slim Now goes to the building. C goes to the building. Laxative goes to the building. So all those are going directly to our building. But then what we're going to be doing soon is there's going to be a couple options. One is going to be crowdfunding campaign, where we're going to launch a crowdfunding campaign and just share the mission, share the vision, share what we have going on. And then y'all will be able to invest in many different things, like thinking of different ways, because it could be awesome where you invest, let's say you invest, who knows, like $5,000 or $10,000. And that's going to give you a custom retreat opportunity experience for you and a couple people, you know? So there's going to be different epic ways that we want to bring forward. So like Linda said, create a donation tab on your website. If people don't want to buy products, but just want to donate, you know, we can do that. We probably will, but we're going to do the crowdfunding. So then at least, because ideally we want anyone who invests to get something in their return, because we have things of value that we want to offer and we don't just want to take. So we're really producing not a new model, but the model that we're doing is we're going to create a business that is going to fund, which would be like a not-for-profit. The work that we're doing is as if we're not-for-profit, because that's how we're doing it. So for this not-for-profit, instead of asking y'all for money, we're saying, here's value to you. Here's something that you can benefit from. And then we're going to take that money and we're going to put it in there to build. So that's a little bit of the vibes. Shani, give thanks. This is also a thing where you can go to Super Chat. We don't really speak about that much, but you could really donate directly to the streams. And yeah, like here, so give thanks. I can't wait until the retreat is happening again. I'm so excited for that. That's coming soon. Give thanks, y'all. Sending love and balance. And from today, I don't want to just leave y'all and just go about your day. You know, I want y'all to think about the ways that you can choose love in your life. What are some ways that you can choose love? What are some ways, as Priest was saying, on the one side of the equation, really all that you can control is your response, right? Your responsibility is your respondability. So how are you going to respond? Right? How are you going to respond? So let's look at different things in our life that made us respond a certain way at some point and see, how can I change this response so I could start to bring more love into my life? Let's ask these questions. Let's ask these questions as we move forward into 2021, because we want to harness all our power, right? Love unlocks your power. So we want to harness the power. So how do we tap in and tune into that love vibration? Let's ask ourselves that and see where our mind goes. All right, y'all. So sending love and balance, giving thanks for all of y'all for tuning in. Next time y'all see me on the live, well, maybe not next time, but the next episode of High Grade Healing TV is going to be in St. Lucia. I'm heading to St. Lucia next week. So give thanks. Yeah, YouTube takes 30% of super chats. I will wait until crowdfunding. Give thanks. I'm all for it. But yeah, so we'll be in St. Lucia next week. So I'm so excited for that. We're going to be sharing a lot of the experience and we're going to be sharing a lot of the vibes there. So giving thanks y'all for tuning in. I'm going to catch y'all soon and catch up with us on the live later on today as well. All right, y'all. Bless.